Hello everyone, welcome back to Napoleonic Wars, and we are here in a 92nd Regiment line battle event. Fantastic stuff. So, here you can see the 102nd KGL representing, and also we have over here the PG, the HDR-2B. There we go, there's Jean Pleu. Now, there's Paul Safrain. Now, who's at the front, I wonder? I just turned to Benon. Or it could be Bounon. I'm not sure, because it doesn't have the accent aigu, I think is how you pronounce it, over the top of the E. There's an eh. Anyway. There he is. Anyway. All the France tricolour under the control of the Imperial Eagle. Looking lovely. And the 102nd moving out to the church. They will be going up against the Brits, yes. The British Army are out there, in many forms, no doubt. In here, in fact, are some of them fine kilt-wearing brethren. Members of the 92nd. Flag held by George Campbell, Colour Sergeant Major, as you would expect. And there is Colonel John Gordon, leader of the pack, so to speak. Both figuratively and literally. So yes, trying to get those words out. Very difficult. Hard to believe that English is actually my first language, but yeah, there we go. Anyway, looks like they've got an additional set of armies and regiments. There's the 32nd, Captain Owenick. And tail end Charlie is COVID Dan. Oh, great. So he's infectious, which is probably why he's at the back. Over on the left-hand side, moving through the hedges, we have Colonel Raleigh, looking lovely and buxom today. From the 55th, there's Alex Stewart. There's Grenadier Brenane. Now, up ahead of them is some more. 33rd Fusilier Echabad. Oh, who's holding the flag? There's Ensign Stiper. There he is, Lieutenant Colonel Kincaid of the 33rd. Followed by Corporal Crying Noob. And these guys are going to be putting out some fire to the opposing forces. And it looks like the 33rd have claimed a victim already. Courtesy of the CPL. The CPL-2B. And you can see these guys. There's Bunal firing back at the enemy as these guys stand fast, I should say, and are returning fire. They are supported, however, on their left flank by a fine rank of the 25 PP, always a pleasure to see them, and of course the 102nd KGL. So I would say their left flank is pretty strong right now. Now you can see the right flank is starting to melt a little bit on the right hand side. They're starting to pull back as they're taking. You can see it's going to be numbers. It's going to be about 2-on-1 really. That's going to be the problem. Oh, hello, random surgeon. Oh, the doctor is finally in, is he? Dear oh dear, doctors today, eh? Out with the bandage. So, you can now see these guys moving to try and stop themselves from being flanked on the right side by the hills and also by this building. So that's why they're moving over to the hedge, and it could be a stand-up fight in the building complex over here. No, they're going to stand and fight almost immediately. They've got the advantage of forming a line, and can they get the fire into the members of the PG? I think that is. It looks like they have taken some casualties. Oh no, it's the 33rd. The 33rd are now pulled back as another armed force over here. The 55th with Colonel Raleigh make their way into the building. They're going to poke holes in all the windows and start shooting out onto the French in the courtyard. And this can be a problem for them. Yep, there we go. That's exactly what we thought was going to happen. Oh, there's a rabid Scotsman who made a run for it. Bombardier Marco was very quickly cut down. The KGL doing their duty. The French continue to move in. There we go, the 102nd KGL. There's Recruit Bloody. Now, these are some nice ramparts. Perfect behind which to hide. And here you can see the 4E. The 45th. With Exeter, Lieutenant Isaac Blixen. So, plenty of cover here for these guys. The French in danger of maybe getting surrounded, possibly. We'll have to wait and see. As these boys are waiting outside the 102nd KGL. Their right flank is supported by the 25 PP. And you've also got additional forces from the PG, SAC there, I think it was. And they've all now been unfortunately murdered horribly. And now the Brits are breaking and attacking the French, trying to cause disarray amongst their numbers. And that's pretty much the option that they're going for. But these boys are going to stand here and fight. They're firing to the crowd. Everybody better duck. Look at that. There's going to be a few team kills in that, as you would expect. But still, the British forces continue to push at the point of a bayonet.
God save the king!
Well, precisely. He's going to need it right now. As there's lots of murdering going on in the main courtyard and out on the field here. The Jack is still held. Has not yet been left. But it looks like, I think, numbers-wise, the Brits have the advantage. So, there he is, Second Lieutenant Purple Cow. Fine beard on the man. So now he leads the boys out. And the 32nd are probably going to regroup. As the remaining Frenchman, Banana Boy, from the 102nd KGL is finished off. So these guys now going to be forming a line, as it looks like. Maybe they're getting attacked from the rear. Nope. Nope. The Black Watch and friends. Oh, there's still some people out there having a fight. So there's John. And the members of the 25 PP working together with the PG. Look at these fine fellows. There's Bunol. And over on their right flank, they are supported by the 25 PP. Fine fellows, always a pleasure to see them. Except maybe him, possibly. But never mind. So, we'll make our way over, find out what's going on. As this defensive position seems to be holding relatively strong for the French. Sorry, for the Brits, I should say. But the French are trying to make their way around all possibility. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Run away. Run away extremely quickly. Run for it. Yep, that's a definite run for it situation right then. When you have a bunch of rabid Scotsmen in kilts after you. I'd run for it as well. And look at this, they're going to stand and fire. Look at that. And they managed to dodge so many of them. Fantastic dodging skills there by the Black Watch. Now, how good will they be dodging a bayonet? We'll have to wait and see. Oh, the commanding officer's taken down, stabbed in the bottom. And now it looks like the remaining members are backing away. There we go. They've been supported by their teammates. And so this could be an unfortunate situation. James Black comes back in to assist his teammate. Gets the kill onto Captain Matthews. And this Black Watch down to a few men. But making their way over to David MacLeod. But this is the danger that they now face. Being outflanked by the 25 PP. You can see them coming in on the right flank of these guys. Forcing them to take casualties and move back. It's the 32nd. What the hell is that name? Oh, there's Cadet Peanut. Hello, Cadet Peanut. And, of course, Marco the Bombardier. Fine drumming work going on from him. And there we go. Look at this. The boy's waiting. There's Snoopy Matrix. What a great name. Can you imagine the Snoopy Matrix? It'd be very cool. There's Limnitz and James Black making their way out. Along with the flag that David MacLeod has managed to hold on to. So, we move over here. Oh no! Purple Cow has been assassinated. No more purple cows. Look at that. The enemy flag has been captured now. Griffin with the 25 PP flag. There's Kermit making their way out. Let's have a look at the numbers. 63 alive. Only 7 dead. Seems to be a lot more than that, but anyway. We must have respawns and all that kind of stuff. So you clearly need 4 people near the flag in order to capture it. So. Hurrah indeed. There's Kincaid. Of course, how could you forget that nose? And veteran sneaky fellow. Another sneaky fellow. Golden Fizz. Papa Weimar, or Weimar. There's another one there. Dodgy Dave. Commissar Badger. Aldrich. There's Alexander. Anchor board. Another anchor board. Chrysogra, I presume. There's Valdemar. Smov. And Gandalf at the back now, over here on the left. Colonel Raleigh holding the flag. Leading the line is 55th Soldier Stokey. And there's Dewson and Lawrence. And Benane. And Ethan Ferguson following up. So. It's difficult to get a sort of general gist of where they're going at the moment. You can see from the kill feed, there's a little bit of murdering going on around. And we've jumped in with the 102nd. Oh dear, Cadet Jelly's just been murdered. COVID Dan killed him. So yeah, Jelly, another victim of COVID. As we move and watch the 102nd make their way towards their quarry. You can see them in a line. They want to get that all-important form up. They don't want to get a fire in charge penalty or anything like that. Get just slain. And there's some murdering going on with the 92nd and the 4E and the PG. Here, the 92nd. Turning to fire. Gosh, mate. Looking to fire. And there we go. John Doe has captured the enemy flag. As these fine fellows from the 92nd fire back at the enemy. But now they've got the support on the right flank of the 25 PP. And they're starting to claim some victims with musket fire and nice volleys going into the Black Watch. Question is, are they going to stand and hold or are they going to retreat? Looking at the numbers they're losing at the moment, it's distinctly possible they decide to pull back. It may not be possible for them to put up any kind of serious defense with losses that they're taking right now. You can see multiple bodies there on the line. Just brutal. But they do have the added support on the left side of the 55th. With Colonel Raleigh. And they're able to stand up because of the support on the left. These fellows in the 32nd are able to hold fire. But now you can see French moving in on the flank of the 92nd. That immediately forces them to break. They move back to a better position. Oh my goodness, look at that. Wow. Very costly right there. So, the 55th pulling back from the inevitable push made by the members of the French army, led by Adjutant Bounon. So he's making his way in, trying to push even closer, supported by the 25 PP and Poljic Doldak. Oh my goodness. We just couldn't Pol. It's easier. And there's Wujek, Camper Masillo, Rubicon, more Rubicon, Lokai, Kanawasi, maybe? I don't know. I've butchered their names enough. And now the musket balls have butchered them equally in the game. But look at this. Moving up on their flank. are the 92nd, forming a line as quickly as they possibly can. John Gordon with the world's most accurate and efficient pistol in the history of online gaming. The Widowmaker itself. Nice day though. Not for him, obviously. Oh dear, this is bad for them, as now you can see the Black Watch have got engaged in some hand-to-hand with the remaining Frenchmen. It's bad for the French, it's not so bad for the Black Watch. And now, oh look at this. They're running towards their teammates to try and get some cover, forcing the Black Watch immediately to flee in the opposite direction, stand and fight essentially. But look at this now. The French are closing in on them, zigzagging left and right to avoid the musket balls as they jump into some melee combat here. Here's the Emperor. And there's Ryan Mackay, or McKay, looking for that opportune stab to get in there. And there we go, that's an opportune stab. That's literally like a textbook version of an opportune stab. Oh, Shadow Sensei with the 9 stabbing the ankles for his enemy. As now they make their way over. As we look, as Goshmate has captured the enemy flag. And now you can see over here is Grenadier Miller. And holding the flag here, DJ Boatyface. What a great name. And now they're charging towards the retreating enemy, who have understandably decided to cheese it towards the hills and also towards reinforcements. So the 25 PP choosing survival over sacrifice, understandable, have decided to pull back from the larger forces that have started to push them. Oh dear. There's a fight outside. Oh no, the drummer's having a bad day. Yeah, oh, look at that! He forced a team kill! As Marco finally gets murdered for unlicensed drumming in the area. But you know, what can you do? Those are the rules. So, let's wait and see what happens here. As now you can see the members of the PG under Adjutant Bunal taking on the members of the 33rd Crying Noob and friends. They have the advantage of good cover. And those boys realise it and decide to pull back in towards the buildings. There's Adjutant de Bourbon. Or Bourbon? 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 No, I'm not sure. Either way, they're going to get themselves set up and wait for the eventual push. Now, the Brits have decided to push on the right-hand side, go round for a possible flank, round the back here, towards the enemy. But they're going to have to go a long way to get in there. It's not going to be a simple action. They're going to literally find themselves going through this choke point here. Another flag captured. And these boys think they have the advantage. We'll wait and see. They decide to move out. The PG moving out now. And now you can see them fine line. Look at this, snaking away from their location. They're going to want to move into a position. Oh, here we go. This is it. Going to kick off. Yep, there we go. There goes the British line. They managed to form the line of 33rd. And the PG are going to try and form a line and fire back, but they lost the timing. The 33rd was able to get that line together quickly enough in order to decimate the numbers and then push their advantage, which is exactly what they're doing now. The 92nd here, pushing their advantage back against the remaining French. There's Herman looking to fight. Jean-Plu deciding to come back to the keyboard just at the wrong moment. And the flag, the tricolor, is still out in the field and under the control of the PG. Pierre Poulin. Poulin? Poulin. Difficult to know. But behind them, chaos reigns As melee combat, steel on steel, mano a mano, or in some cases a womano. But either way, they're fighting to try and defend that flag. David MacLeod has captured an enemy flag. For King and... So, we'll follow the 33rd as they look to mop up the remaining French. These guys trying to keep their flag out of the clutches of the enemy. Pierre doing his best, as he's got an awful lot of very angry Brits after him right now. And some are looking to go round to the side to try and outflank him, overtake him, and attack from the side. But the trouble is there's no way to really sprint faster. There's no sprint option, just like a quick burst of energy. So they're all going to be the same side all the same time. Oh dear. They did get murdered, however, by a sudden stationary line here by the boys. They decided to quickly stop and fire rather than continue chasing. So the tricolor remains in the field and another tricolor comes to support them. Here we go. The members of the 102nd now looking to put some suppressive fire into the English enemy, as this other French tricolor decides to hold on the right side. And now it degrades into melee combat with Cadet Jelly here following the jelly, trying to deal with enemies all over the place, going in for a quick stab. Gets blocked. Nice parry there by Jelly. And Jelly, understandably, deciding to try and cheese it in the opposite direction. Until Jelly gets sliced. Poor Jelly. No more Jelly for you. Oh dear. Colonel Raleigh gets team killed. That's unfortunate. So still the tricolor is held by the lads of the 102nd KGL. But they're about to fit a whole amount of pain in there, courtesy of these fellas here. The 32nd. Now, are they going to try it? At the moment, they're just chasing. Are they going to form a line quickly to try and take out the enemy? It's whether or not they actually have enough speed, or can get the speed together in order to do it. But with these guys making their way back, you kind of expect it not to happen. We'll have to wait and see how that turns out. There we go. Now the French have decided to stand and fight. Opportunity to get as many kills as they possibly can. And now also it's going to make the English stand and fight as well. And more melee and cannonballs. No, cannonballs, musket balls even. And they come flying in. And now you can see the Brits breaking and attacking for the melee. Over here on the right hand side, or our left I should say. They've pretty much taken that melee charge pretty well. And Dodgy Dave has just captured the enemy flag. So at the moment it's 11-0 it says. Uh-oh, this is going to go badly. WAX3 Montague finds stabbed by him. But sadly, the flag has been taken. And Dodgy Dave there picking up musket and obviously musket balls because he's going to be low on ammunition. However, the flag is still held by DJ Boatyface. At the moment. So, and the flag's down. Yep, there we go. Commentator's curse, ladies and gentlemen. Always happens every single time. Without fail. So, sorry to DJ Boatyface, but no boat and no DJ for you anymore. Fly ourselves through the window to see what's going on. Not much by the looks of it. Well, I think it's fair to say they've cleared everybody out. Oh dear, really? Okay, this is a little messy. Okay, well then. Well, we're back for one more round by the sound of it. And we're here down at the spawn as Demon decides to stare into the trees. And, yep. Corporal Matic is not happy about that. However, the rest of the boys moving out. Oh dear. Banana Boy! From the 102nd KGL, what the hell is going on over there? Well, they've all been resurrected. There's Matus, the 102nd captain, look at that. Stern face, even sterner beard in there as well. And we're going to be looking for the Brits out there on the field. See if we can find out what they're up to. Hello. Alexander Browning and Co. Led by, at the line, Corporal Ryan McKay. And holding on to the flag is George Campbell, Colour Sergeant Major. And tail end Charlie is Aiden Unicorn. So, making their way over towards the village here. Looks to be what they're going to try and do, so they'll make a stand. Obviously, you're going to have the advantage of plenty of large buildings to provide you cover. And so now you can see them moving into this position. The Brits, the other Brits in the other regiments thinking the same way. Taking a slow stroll across the fields. But they're going to move into a defensive position here at the homestead. Which is probably worthwhile because in the other field over here we have the French. Adjutant Bounon again. With a fantastically long line of PG. And 4E 45th as well. So they're making a fantastically long line combo. And now, uh-oh, here we go. They're forming a line very, very quickly. They've got to get in there for that all-important first kill. And some of those Brits are diving into the building as quickly as they can to try and get that extra cover it produces. Now, this is going to be a problem for the French because they're going to be out here in the field. They are easier to shoot at. But saying that, you then get these French fellows from the 4E 45th moving in on the flank. That's exactly what they were looking to do. Fantastic flank maneuver by the 45th that enables them to rack up more kills. Oh goodness me, look at this. The French have folded in the center field here. They've taken so many casualties, they've got to pull back. And the boys here making use, the 33rd making use of the stone walls to provide them extra cover against the bullets, the kind of cover that the French unfortunately do not have, and have left bodies on the battlefield to kind of prove that point. You then got these guys come round on a pincer movement and essentially cut down any remaining Frenchmen that stood at this point. So those French fellows have decided to cheese it. Who can blame them, I'm sure you're thinking. And there is Honor Melon. Honourable Melon, I suppose. He's making his way off to reform behind the tricolor. They can regroup and make another attack. Now, let's see what's going on is here. Here is the Black Watch, and they're going up against the considerable numbers of the 102nd. The 102nd now under fire. And the 102nd are standing, holding fast, but can they kill more of the enemy before the enemy kills them? Right now. Oh, down goes George. Oh, old Georgie Porgy is no more. And this could be a problem here. 102nd need to trim off more people. Down to maybe 4 or 5. Go on, John. You know you want to. There we go. Well done. Then you feel better now you fired your pistol. So, saying that, they're doing a good job, those boys, the Brits. of trimming down the French numbers. See some holes in the line, even more holes there. And this is a real stand-up fight between these two boys. These two regiments, absolutely fantastic to watch. Additional reinforcements come in to bolster the line. While carrying the flag at the back is the colour sergeant major. And now you can see this. Oh, there we go. A couple more spawn in to add to the line. They try and hold their flag. And this could get a very, very nasty situation. More additional forces appear. And some get murdered almost immediately as soon as they appear. The thing is right now, they're going to be wading knee-deep in bodies here. At which point are they going to go? Are they going to break is the question. As continual reinforcements come in to assist them. You've then got the flag holder at the back. No doubt the spawn point. So additional forces can come up. Spawn on the flag and then move in. And there we go. Cadet Kelly has captured the flag for the 92nd. And Skin Raider as well. But down here, the Black Watch are having a stand-up fight with the 102nd. Absolutely insane. The 92nd and the 102nd. Literally just standing there going toe to toe with the enemy. Trying to kill as many as they can before they get killed, as they're able to respawn on the flag, which is why you can see this. The flag holder then handed back off to George. So keep moving back and forth. There we go, they're charging in. Now they come a-charging. The numbers of the French forces. The 102nd KGL now under the pain of death of bayonet. And of course with a team kill in there as well. There's old Joseph Leibniz taken down. They're pushing onto the flag. They're pushing onto that French tricolour. More forces spawn in by the flag to try and support them. Interesting mechanic this, so they can spawn as long as they've got a flag. It means that they can reinforce and bolster their forces very, very quickly. Can be a very, very important turnabout. Now you can see them putting pressure on the enemy flag holder, who's now literally running backwards, trying to stay out of the way of the bayonets of the enemy. Now the question is whether or not the French are going to stand and hold and start to push back. It's just a matter of time. We wait to see. As numbers, I would say, in this particular battle, relatively equal. I mean, now you've got a massive boatload of the English coming in, the Scots coming in, and George Campbell's taken down. But fortunately, the flag has been picked up. Oh, who's got the flag? Oh, they're after him. The flag has been captured. Ominous even. Failed to hold on to the flag, so they've now captured the flag of the enemy. That prevents them spawning. They can then spawn more people on that point and get everybody back in. So, veteran gunner Gala working together with Hi Reaper and others. So the smoke pouring out of the field, across the hedges, through the open fields. Oh, hello. Marco seems to be on his own again. Only a matter of time before he gets killed for Ramboing. Yep, there we go. Commentator's curse every single time. Happens every single time. Now look at this in the field again. With two flags this time. Safran and PG. Adjutant Bounon. Supported on their right flank by the 102nd. And there's Octi holding on to the flag. There's Banana Boy continuing. Look at that face. Wow. Looks like he got stuck in a lift. Fantastic. Now, supporting out on the far back here, you got the 25 PP. There's Griffin holding the flag. Oh dear. Oh, that's not good. What are you doing, sir? Hiding the flag. That's very sensible. Try and keep himself out of the attention of the bullets that will be coming his direction. So you can see the fire coming in from, I believe, these gentlemen, the 55th. No, it's actually the 33rd down here. Golden fizz at one end. With a moustache to die for. And a chin you could dive off of. Let's see. Here we go. Kincaid and the boys moving in. They're going to probably move up to this fence. But, sadly for them, the French are in the danger of being surrounded now. This is a dodgy situation for them. As remaining French, like Recruit Roboto, under a difficult situation now. Wants to try and find reinforcements. Might only find a 17-inch bayonet, but... Yep, that's pretty much what happened. So... The British flag continues to push. And here, oh, look at this. 2 French flags. 3 French flags, in fact. Now coming under sustained pressure from the British Army and in danger of being enveloped. But fortunately for them, you have the 102nd on the far left, providing extra cover. Wow. Oh dear, Commissar Badger's been team killed. And Fox here. Look at that. Dugatel on the PG holding the Tricolor and the Imperial Eagle with pride. Or if not, a slight having his head on the swivel because he's just waiting to get murdered because he's holding the flag. And it looks like another British flag coming under pressure. And there we go, Sir 32nd Cadet Jelly. Jelly has captured a flag. Fantastic stuff. And out in the field, both the Jack and St. George's Cross, I suppose you could say.
God save the king!
Well, precisely. And making their way out. Dodgy Dave has captured another flag there. That was a situation they were probably hoping for. The flag still remains over here with the 92nd Colonel John Rawdon acting as the lovely spawn point. Now the Brits have the advantage of being blobbed up. Archibald MacLeod capturing the enemy flag. Let's see. 2 Frenchmen left alive. Oh, this is good. Yep, here we go. Another standard officers meeting in the British Army. Yeah, that's pretty much kind of par for the norm. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That has been this evening's event for you. My thanks to the 92nd for the invitation and for all their hard work. Fun stuff. So, there you have it. Napoleonic Wars. Line battle goodness. See you next time.